Thank you for watching Entonce TV. You're here with Entonce at www.entonce.com. I'm sorry to inform you, as by now you probably all heard, that DMX passed away at the age of 50, which to me is considered, that's young. 50 is young. My grandfather lived to 86. I plan on living to 100, God willing, but God, he's in charge of all that. But yeah, DMX passed away, one of the top 5 rap artists on planet Earth, dead or alive. Yeah, I said it. He's up there with Pac, hands down. His authenticity, his charisma, the way he carried himself like a man, like a real man, I mean, the guy had 15 kids, and he had over 15 classic timeless records. I mean, his music was second to none. His beat production, his flow, I mean, the way he performed, even he could even act. I mean, you caught him in Belly. I'm not sure if you guys watch Belly. That was a timeless classic gangster movie, that was about drugs and violence and things of that nature. The last 5 minutes of the movie were my favorite. The speech in that movie was classic. It's actually talks about what's still going on today, the violence and drugs destroying the youth and their minds. That movie was just classic. And DMX battled, he had his own battles amongst his life. We all do. We all have the good and the bad. As DMX called Damien, his alter ego, we all have the good and bad, to us. No one's perfect. No one's angels. We could try to be, but no one's ever going to be perfect. That's what, I think that's why his fans connected to him, aside from his good music. He was bringing authenticity to his music. It was him. It was all him. You could just tell it was natural. It was no facade. He was just a real authentic individual, and that's why his music's gonna live forever. It's not just a hit record. It's forever. I mean, he did tracks with Nas and Jay-Z. He did, I think, and he stood out on those records. I mean, Nas, he did Life Is What You Make It, I believe. That was a classic record. Nas, he's a poet, a legend. But DMX stood out on the record. It's something about his voice. He had that epic voice. The way X did it is just freaking legend, man. I mean, classic, man. And it's unfortunate that Jay-Z and him didn't make more songs, or Nas and him didn't make more songs. But I guess they're stars in their own universe. They're so big, they don't need to team up with anybody for help. But he left behind, I believe, 15 kids. So very sad day, man. Very sad day for the musical industry, not just hip hop, just in music. DMX had fans that were white, black, brown, yellow, pink, all sorts of colors. He's just a universal individual. Let's go back to that movie Belly. Belly was a classic. That's what inspired me to wear this leather jacket today. Because in Belly, they had the clean leathers. They were always clean up in Belly. DMX has earring. I got an earring a long time ago. I don't know if it was, maybe DMX inspired me, but he always had a big rock on his ear, so I got mine. It's just to let people know, like, yo, I'm making it. I'm making it happen. You know what I'm saying? Their homes in that movie, or DMX's home in that movie, was just phenomenal. It was a beautiful home, and that always inspired me. I looked up to that. I always looked up to success and things of that nature. And I love that home in that movie. And I purchased my home, a beautiful home. But those bits and pieces of life, which you grab throughout life and put together to your own life and make it happen within your own life. You know what I'm saying? That inspiration, you take the good from the bad, Try to gravitate more towards the good. Like in the movie Belly, yeah, there was drugs and violence, a lot of drug usage and shootings and murders and things of that nature. But what captured me about that movie, the way they dressed, the home, the last 5 minutes, the profound speech of that movie. There was a message in the movie. You had to get through a lot of violence and things of that nature. But the last 5 minutes of the movie will blow you away. And that movie should definitely, it's a legend. I mean, the hood knows it. It's a classic movie, especially the last 5 minutes. And there's also a crazy love scene in there. I mean, DMX had 15 kids? So he knew what he was doing, That was definitely controversial. If you're watching the movie, it just catches you by surprise. Like, yo, what's going on here? I remember as a young kid, I was probably like, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 when I first found DMX's music. And and also the movie Belly. So it was inspirational to me. You know, his music was. I liked it, man. And at those times, you know, CD would cost 15, 16 bucks, which back in those days, you know, was like 30 to 40 bucks today. So you would buy an album, a rap album, hip hop album, whatever music you want to purchase. You would have to, you know, work hard for that money, open it up, then put in the CD player. And sometimes it would be good, sometimes it would be bad. You just throw it out the window if it was garbage. But DMX always left you with classics. I mean, something about his production, Swiss Beats, and just him, man. He was a star alone. You could give him any producer, he'll create hit record. The guy was awesome, second to none, man. He's up there top 5. You know, that's my opinion. I'm sticking with it. DMX top 5. And as far as acting, he was a great actor too up in Belly. Classic actor. He was in a whole lot of other movies, but I think Belly was his main movie, man. That was a classic. And I mean, he got about 20 records I'm listening to. You know, I even got my 2-year-old listening to the clean version, and he's just going crazy with DMX's music. What's my name? He's like, whoa, he's having a ball. Again, I'm playing the clean version for my son. And also for myself, I can play the clean version of music. I mean, he has so many hits. The Rough Riders Anthem, What's My Name, Get It on the Floor, X is Gonna Give It to You, Party Up in Here. Oh, the record, the list goes on. I mean, this guy has hit records. I mean, it's insane how talented this guy was and how he connected with his audience, his fans, and how they love him. I mean, it's insane, man. We just lost a giant, giant. And prayers his way, man. Prayers his way and his family and to his family. You know, no one was perfect. No one is perfect. But he had a relationship with God, you know, which is very important. You know, having a relationship with God. Like, you know, I could die tomorrow. I got to have my relationship with God. You know, put God first. You know what I'm saying? I put God first. Spirituality is great, you know. But spirituality is number one in my book, man. And DMX definitely had, you know, spirituality. You know, everybody has their problems. There's the good and the bad. Got the angel here. You know, the other guy over here. You know, I don't want to mention the other guy, but it's a constant battle every day. No one's going to be perfect. No man's going to be perfect. No relationship's going to be perfect. Nothing's going to be perfect. But it's just a battle, man. We're at war with ourselves. Number one, you know, our mind, the heart. You know, we're at war with ourselves, man. It's a battle. But DMX is going to be missed. It's really just a sad day in hip hop, man. And I hope he knows he was loved by many. I think he does. I'm hoping he does, because I mean the outpouring for this guy is just incredible, man. He's trending topic. This guy was just something else, man. And we're gonna miss his records, man. We're gonna miss his music. But his music lives on. His music lives on. That's the great thing about, you know, artists. Whether you're a painter, a musician, you know, a Martin Luther King, a Malcolm X, Obama, you leave something behind, you know? And that's what he's done. He left a body of work. He left a powerful movie, Belly, which the last 5 minutes of Belly impacted my life. It put my life in perspective. It gave me clarity in my life, you know? Great movie, man. Just the cinematography that Hype Williams did, and that movie was awesome. The movie was great, man. DMX's his body of work, his songs are phenomenal. So prayers his way, man. And it goes out to you, all you other guys trying to make it in the music industry or whatever. Just put your best art forward. You know, believe in yourself, like, you know, like DMX. He was just natural. Just be natural with it. You know, move organically. You know, you don't have to try to be real. Just be organic and it'll be real. Rest in peace, DMX. You'll be missed.